Welcome back to my channel and welcome to 2026. It's Stephanie Grams, CEO and founder of the Keepsake Business Academy and Master Memory Bear and Keepsake Designer at ohiomemorybears.com. So, if you're a maker, stand still. I want to ask you something. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever felt uncomfortable charging for a memory bear? Have you ever lowered your price? Not because you wanted to, but because you felt bad? Have you ever rewritten your price list 5 times, hoping the words would somehow make it feel easier? If so, I want you to know that you are not alone. And more importantly, the problem is not that you care too much. The problem is not that you're too emotional for business. And it is definitely not that your work isn't worth it. The real problem is that most keepsake businesses are built with skill first and purpose second. And when purpose isn't clear, price always feels shaky. This video is sponsored by myself, Stephanie Grams, at the Keepsake Business Academy. So every time a student joins, I can continue to make free content here on YouTube. Okay, let's move on. Naming the silent struggle. I talk to keepsake makers every week who tell me things like, I feel guilty charging for this kind of work, or I don't want families to think I'm taking advantage of their grief, or I hate talking about money when emotions are involved. And here's what I want you to hear clearly. Feeling this way does not mean you're unprofessional. It means you're human. Let me say that again without messing up. Feeling this way does not mean you're unprofessional. It means you're human. But when you don't explain the deeper purpose behind your work, customers are left to fill in the blanks themselves. And most of that time, when people don't understand something emotional, they reduce it to something practical, such as fabric or clothes, time, labor. That's when the price questions start. Here's something most makers don't even realize. Your customers are not comparing your stitches to another maker's stitches. They're comparing how understood they feel. Two keepsake makers can create nearly identical items. Same size, same materials. We're not talking about the, clothing. We're talking about thread, stabilizer, polyfill, etc. And even the same level of craftsmanship. One maker struggles constantly, while the other maker has a wait list and some confidence behind them. The difference is not talent, it's clarity. The owner, you, the maker, you have clarity, okay? So that's what we're speaking of. When your purpose is clear, the customer feels safer. When customers feel safe, they trust. When they trust, they stop negotiating. Okay, so keepsake work is not a product first, it's emotional first. So you don't want to lead with the product necessarily. You want to start and lead with the emotion. Okay, so people don't come to you because they want a teddy bear. They come because they are holding something they cannot throw away and they don't know what to do with it. That favorite t-shirt, that Boy Scout or Girl Scout patch, military uniform, etc. They don't want to get rid of it, but they don't know what to do with it. They are afraid of forgetting that memory. They're afraid of disrespecting that memory. They're afraid of making the wrong decision. So your business exists in that fragile space. I'm going to repeat that. You might want to write this down and put it on a post-it note so you can see it every day. Your business exists in that fragile space. If you don't explain that, someone else will simplify it for you. Okay? So you're the business owner and you're the maker, and you created this business to exist in this fragile space in this one person's life. If you do not explain that to your customers, Somebody else is going to do that. Um, so when I say story, I don't mean oversharing your worst moment. And I don't mean reliving trauma. And I don't mean turning grief into a marketing tactic. What I mean by story is I mean clearly explaining why this product, this, I said product, but your work, your skills, why you exist, okay, and why it matters enough for you to do it carefully. There is a way to do this that feels grounded, respectful, and strong. And then there is a way to do it that protects both you and your customer emotionally. When makers finally articulate their purpose, something shifts. They stop apologizing, they stop discounting, they stop feeling defensive, they speak with calm confidence. And when I say they, it's you. You are the business owner. You will stop apologizing. You will stop trying to discount. You will stop feeling defensive. And you will start to speak with confidence. And a customer will respond differently, not because the product changed, but because the meaning became visible for them. Okay. So hopefully this is making sense to you. All right. So moving on. I just want to be honest with you. This is not something you can fix with a caption or a better price list. This is an identity level work. So inside Keepsake Business Academy, we take the time to do this properly. My students have the option of reaching out to me privately to help write this together, to refine it together, and to make sure it fits your heart and your boundaries. The depth it takes cannot be done in this video. There's just not enough time or bandwidth for something so in depth in this video. So I want to invite you to the Keepsake Business Academy. If you are tired of second guessing your prices, if you're tired of feeling awkward explaining your work, and if you are ready to stand confidently in the value of what you create, that is exactly what we do inside the keepsakebusinessacademy.com. You don't have to figure this out alone. Come on over and join the rest of the students at the Keepsake Business Academy, because you remember, your work is not just a bear. It is not just a product. It is a memory. It is comfort. It is legacy. And when you learn how to explain that clearly, everything else in your business becomes lighter. So, in closing, I'm Stephanie Grahams, and if you're a keepsake maker, comment the word legacy below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.